So, you want to know how I got here? Yeah, I'll tell you my story. It all started like this. I just finished feeding the hogs when the power went out. That happens from time to time out here in the country. I tried calling the electric company, but the lines were dead. I didn't think too much of it at the time. Later that day, I noticed a stranger in my yard. Something wasn't right with him. The way he was just standing there. I went out to see what he wanted.
This is Captain ZM.
This is Blanco 2.
This is Dravenlocke.
And this is Land of the Dead, Road to Fiddler's Green. The original
Road
game.
to zombies.
Made by the Brainbox Studio people. This one actually had the budget.
It actually looks pretty good for its time.
Looks like they spent a lot of budget on the main character's face.
Indeed.
What the fuck?
So,
It's like standing there for 12 hours and staring at him.
after getting punched once, your objective comes up to kill the stranger.
How dare you punch me in my own lawn? Now I'm gonna have to kill you.
How dare you punch me? I'm gonna have to go get Bessie.
And this game was made in
Already had the
05,
hog.
so the graphics here actually make sense. This was originally made for the Xbox, so this is pretty much
so
for the time.
Like I said, that's good for the time. Yeah.
And this is the 22 that you're the first time you get it. The 22 sucks ass. It's not a good gun at all. It takes all 4 shots to kill anything with it, which means you get 1 zombie kill per clip,
Even if they're all in the head.
even if they're all in the head.
Damn.
Which is a pointless,
Yes,
risk to take with this 22 because you get no advantage from it. So just aim for the chest and you'll be fine.
Now, do you get any advantage with any of the weaponry in this game for hitting in the head, or should you just go all out?
The Glock will do the same thing where 5 shots to kill, but every other gun is like it will take the head off if you hit them in it. The revolver will blow off their heads. M16 will blow off their heads. Sniper rifle, off goes their heads. You see, now we didn't have to fight enough to kill her.
Malice in Wonderland.
So what about melee weapons? What do they do in this game?
Depends on the melee weapon, but they're a lot weaker than they were in the first game. You can see this level was the picture level for essentially the entire game. It was what made people, say, hey, this might not suck. Having, like,
But
objectives
wrong.
per level, you're running around getting stuff done.
why is there a zombie in his basement? Did he
No, it
just
doesn't
keep
make any
people
sense.
in there? He just kept. I think he just kept a person in there, and then when the zombies started rising, the dead guy decided to wake up.
Part of me wants to just say that it's kind of a throwback to the Night of the Living Dead movie where there was a zombie in the basement. But then again, part of me also says this is a cheap zombie game, so there must be something in the basement.
Regardless of how this game essentially came out, it's still very much so a bad movie tie-in game.
Hey, I remember the hammer that we just picked up, and I remember that it was horrible. Is it any better in this game, or is it just as bad?
Not
Or even
little.
worse.
That hammer in the other game was actually better than this hammer. Every
It's
melee
because it was
hammer
wielded
did
by,
more damage?
Super Janitor instead of Joe Buck McFarmer.
Every melee weapon in this game, except for one, is absolute garbage. Every single one.
Oh
Did
God!
that woman just break through stone with her hand?
Yep. Well,
Wow.
they're pretty strong. Kinda.
The Fencut shovel. Except
I seriously
totally not
doubt
because
that
it's
that's
been
the
far.
thing, Dutch.
Hey, maybe that's why they kept it inside the college. That's why it was famous, because some dude used it to beat up zombies way back when they first came out.
You can see though that reticle was on neither his head nor his arm, but it chose to hit his arm. It's both a generous aiming reticle and then a stupid one.
Yeah, that was more on his head than anything else.